Hello, everyone that's watching. Welcome back to the Books Paranormal podcast. I posted out the news recently. I'm not doing Spotify no more, so it is just on YouTube. So we're here today with Amanda from Amanda's Paranormal Haven. Ricky might join us. You all spoke to Ricky before, but for now it's just Amanda. You've seen me mention Amanda's Paranormal Haven quite a few times. We did the House that Cries investigation together, and yeah, I've mentioned her a few times, but I can't tag you because you don't use a page, do you, Amanda? You just use a group on Facebook.
Yeah, and it's private as well.
Yeah. So can you just introduce yourself and tell people if they want to find you on Facebook and join the group, what do they do? How do they find you?
Okay, my name's Amanda. I'm owner of Amanda's. Oh God, Amanda's Paranormal Haven. You can find us on Facebook if you just put in Amanda's Paranormal Haven. I'm
Yeah.
going to have to make it public, I think, so as like folks can just
Yeah, that's the best thing to
see
do.
it.
A lot of
Yeah, I
groups
think.
now they do it's all public, but you have to be accepted. So you still have to click accept. So they can join you. Do you know what I mean? But then you just have to like accept everyone that clicks join.
I have to accept them anyway.
Yeah.
Uh,
No, so that's how they find you. So
yeah,
it's just a chilled chat today, Amanda. Thanks for jumping on. It's probably the
you're
hottest day
welcome.
of the year.
Mega hot.
Absolutely boiling.
Mega hot. It is too hot.
So I've wrote down a couple of questions. Say Ricky might join us,
Yeah.
but yeah, there's no rush. Before we get into the investigation we did together recently, can you just tell us what first got you into the paranormal?
Oh God, I think I've always been into the paranormal as young as I can remember. Um, but I think like it was more so when I've become 13. It was like, what was that?
70 years
Mm,
ago?
yeah, maybe. You're a cheeky devil. But yeah, I'd say I've been into it since I've been like 13. I can remember um, when I was a baby in my cot, and I woke up to one night, and there was two people either side of the cot, and let's say they weren't my parents.
Tell.
I can remember things like silly little things like that. Um,
Well, from when you was a baby.
yeah, I was in the cot,
Oh,
and I can explain the room and everything.
it's mad that is. 'Cause I've always said to my mum, I've got an early memory of being in the pram, being pushed along Brockmere High Street. And if I was in a pram, I'd have been like, what, one or less than one? And I can
Yeah,
remember like the walk for about a minute or so leading up to the shops. Mad how like
yeah, it's
something, I mean, obviously yours is significant, but mine's nothing to remember really. Why at that age would I remember just being pushed in the pram? I can't
it,
remember what I did yesterday. I can remember that.
it's remarkable. Yeah, it's like I can remember stuff. Oh God, I can remember stuff when I was a kid, seeing things and like thinking, is that
Mhm.
really there? Questioning myself all the time. I still do it now. It's like, am I
You
going round the bend?
you saying that like you being in the cot and you picture them two people next to you were your parents. Realistically, I mean, technically, you'd have been too young to even think if that was your parents or not, wouldn't you? Same with me being in that pram. And this is where I find it interesting when people talk about past lives. Now, is
Yeah,
this something from your past life that was a totally different life for you that you're remembering?
who knows?
Because
Who knows?
I mean, that's a
That's
topic for
another
another
thing
day.
to
But
go into as well, isn't it?
yeah,
The past
definitely.
lives and how many past lives you have actually had.
There's been loads in like in America and across the world where was it like I remember that one I watched was it like a 5 or 6 year old kid described that he was an ex-soldier, he died, that they took him to his grave and everything, like where he's buried and where his
Yeah,
plane came down. It's nuts. Stuff like that
yeah.
you cording on. You
No,
wouldn't even be able
no,
to implant that into like a 4-year-old kid's head. Do you know what I mean?
no, because I mean, at that age, you just don't know how to lie.
No.
It ain't in there, and that's when I think you see the paranormal, you see spirit,
Yeah.
and then something in the brain switches off, and like it's like it don't exist.
I mean, like
Like,
I say, stuff like that you could deny. Like that's proof that there is some form of, I don't know, is it life after death or do we never really die? I say it's a big topic to get into.
yeah, yeah, it's mega, mega.
So just
It's
jumping back to that you said about them two people, the side of your cot. Do you remember
right.
anything else? Were they scared? Do you remember how they looked or anything like
I
that?
was
Or
scared. I was scared. Um, I remember feeling quite comfortable actually, and actually going back to sleep. Right,
well,
but there was two people either side of my cot, right, looking at me.
it
Right.
could have been some
I,
guardian angels. Could have been other people looking after
it
you,
could have been. It could have been
grandparents
anything.
or stuff like that.
Grandparents, guardian angels, whatever you want. Spirit guide, maybe.
And they always say, don't they, that like your kids and animals pick up stuff, and it's like at the start of your life, you notice these things at the end of your life. That's why when you
Yeah,
got people like in hospital on the last couple of days or whatever, let's talk about seeing that light or what's he sat over there for. I remember like my granddad before he passed, like months before, he was talking about like people in the back of his car. He's like, why are them two people sat in the car when I'm driving and stuff? And he saw them like vivid, clear as day.
yeah. It's
Um,
remarkable.
who knows? When you was younger, would you say that you were scared of ghosts, or did you not really understand it? I'm talking like teenage years now.
No, never been scared.
So you said like you were 13 when you really got into it. What got you into that then?
Um, I don't know. I mean, if you hear clip clacking, it's Frank getting up and about.
That's right.
I don't know. I mean, you know
Anything on
what you like.
TV and that back then, or
God,
anything that got you into it?
I can't remember. But like being kids, like you do
Mm.
things, you mess about with. We did do a Ouija board, and it did. We called a Ouija board back then, spirit board. We made we own up, and it was a bit what's naming, and that did put me off going on a spirit board for absolutely ages.
Yeah,
I was scared. Of like I said, I've never been scared. Um, it's because I think it ain't like a horror movie. Does that make sense? Like
yeah,
scare. Because I won't watch horror movies. I don't like
yeah.
them because I have really bad, terrible nightmares after.
I love them all. Then.
I don't. I mean, I watch The Conjuring and stuff like that. I don't think them are scary. But as for like really, nah, I just can't watch them because, like I said, I have really, really bad nightmares.
If I have a nightmare, I'm having a good sleep. If I don't have a nightmare, I don't enjoy my sleep. I have
No,
to be
I mean,
on. It's like I'm in the story. It's crazy.
yeah, it's horrible, and it's like, oh, no, and like I'll get it's just horrible. Right, but yeah,
Okay.
I've always believed in it, and then you get to what like they had Mouse Haunted. Mouse Haunted was all right when it
It was
first
good at the
came out.
start, or it?
It was
Yeah.
good at the start, and then like it went a bit off rails, did it?
I think
Let's
it's the
just say
same
that.
as same as Ghost Adventures in America. Like we had Most Haunted, they had Ghost Adventures. As
Yeah,
time gone on, I think they started to realise that it was about money, and then they felt the need to make things happen and all that. And like I've always said, in any investigation, 99.9% of the time, nothing should happen. If something happens, you're lucky.
yeah,
I
yeah,
mean, nothing should happen at all. Whereas, like, I remember the Black Country Museum one for Most Haunted, and there's like the benches I was sitting on in the old schools, lifting up with them on top of it. I'm like, it's bullshit.
yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
yeah. I mean, some things like that. Uh, yeah, automatically know. You're right, that's fair. Well, right, I'll turn it off, find
Yeah,
something else. Like it's like everything else in what's name is the little clips you see on Facebook and God knows what with the ghost
yeah,
things on. I'm not mentioning any names or anything, and you're thinking that's as fake as hell, and you can
yeah.
tell.
Clickbait. A lot of them have to do it like it's a 30-second video, like I'm walking through this haunted house. It's pitch black. Oh, behind this door, and then it cuts off, and they do that just to get you onto the page. Which
Yeah, just to get you
stuff
onto the
like stuff
page.
like
And
that, I don't mind, but I don't like seeing fake shit.
no,
Clickbait, where it's like, what's behind this door? It intrigues you. You want to see the rest of the videos. But like, oh, what this chair's floating midair. I ain't interested in that stuff.
yeah,
But I mean, we'll talk about the house that cries. The investigation we was on recently. Before that, do you remember what your first ever investigation was and where it
yeah,
was?
it was Ricky took me out because I'd never. I mean, I've been into the paranormal stuff and everything. I loved it, but I'd never actually been out to an investigation. So Ricky said, "Right, I'm taking you out," and we went to the bonded warehouse.
That was more when I was with you, was it? Did you get there before?
No, 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 that was all years before you came with us,
We've got to go back there.
and it was absolutely great. I was touched, like me that come through on the spirit board. Ricky's friend actually come through on the spirit board as well, and it's like, well, with people you don't know, so how do they know? Why
Yeah,
is it like there's got to be some kind of proof there? Like the people that you don't know, I'm actually saying, well, this is this and that's that, and okay,
I think
there may be
anytime you're on the
something there.
board, I think when stuff like that happens, you've then got to ask something like that nobody knows. Do you know what I mean, like if it's your past loved one, or what was your favourite program you used to watch on telly at night, and if Corrie or Emmerdale or whatever comes up, then that's legitimate, ain't it?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, but also, I mean, now it's like if I go on a spirit board, it's like with people I trust,
Yeah, no,
like
no.
that I know that they ain't gonna push the glass or anything like that. So,
I mean, sometimes when you're on it, so long, I keep swapping my arms. I do because my arms ache.
yeah,
But some people, I suppose, subconsciously, you could be moving it, but not really realizing it. The thing that lets me know that it's definitely not me, it's not my head moving anything or whatever, is when it spins. And he's spinning, and it turns that much. My hand's spinning, my hand comes off the glass, and the glass is still going round with other people.
mm,
Then I'm like, yep, definitely ain't me. I'm fine with that. Then I'll carry on. Um, but yeah, no, we'll have to get back to the bonded warehouse. That is one place I want to get back again.
yeah. We said, but then again, it's like everything else. The price of
Money.
stuff is ridiculous,
Hmm. But you've been to the
absolutely
house that
ridiculous.
cries like over 12 times or something, yeah?
I've been, that was my 14th time. Ricky's been about 17, 18,
You
19 times he has. He's been quite a bit. But it's always totally different. I mean, the last time we went off, I think it was a little bit quiet.
Anyone that wants to check it out, by the way, it's on my YouTube channel. Um, there's parts of the investigation there, especially at the end. The ending's good. But yeah, carry on,
Yeah, the
Amanda.
ending is good. Uh, I was brave enough to go down the cellar.
The first time I've been down, I think I've been to the place about 3, 4 times, something like that.
Mm. But like I said, I really like the place. And every time we've never investigated the gardens. Here again, when we went the
No.
last time, we said we're going to do it. And what did it do? It went and rained.
If you watch the video, I did find the grave though.
Is that?
Well, a plaque. If you watch the video, I'll put a picture of
Yeah,
it on
I
there.
did see the video.
And the plaque was just, it's just around the side. This
Still there.
perhaps there's something else. I don't know if I don't go all the way around the back, but that plaque thing was there, like in memory of. Can't remember who it was
Right.
now. I remember what it said.
But
But
apparently there was supposed to have been a mout round the house.
yeah, I read that.
So
Oh yeah,
apparently
God
one or
knows.
two children died in it as well.
So what would you say? Obviously, being there that many times,
Yeah.
what's the one investigation there that stands out to you the most?
Oh God.
The best thing that's like happened to you, evidence-wise.
Oh God, there is a couple of things, on a couple of different occasions. The bell actually rung in the kitchen.
I remember you saying that servant bells when that's disconnected.
The servant bells, well, the wires to it and perished. You can't pull them,
Hmm.
because I perished and I caught up. And this bell was actually ringing. Well, to be honest with you, I thought it was one of the teams playing up because, like, I thought, what? So carry on. I'm going to go in there and give them such a cussing, like, because we were trying to concentrate on what we was doing.
Yeah,
And then Ricky runs in, the bell's ringing. Yes, so we all run in the kitchen, and it was, you could see it actually moving.
man. For people that don't
Um,
really know, that these bells are it's above like the old kitchen door, different like bedroom bell, bathroom bell,
yeah,
whatever, servant bell.
well,
So it used to
it
be
was
like from their bedrooms they had to ring it, didn't they? From each
yeah,
room, and it
that was
lets
the
the
master
chef know.
bedroom, which is the first one. That's completely different to how it should be. The bed's all the different way. When me and Ricky did, we was with you, but me and Ricky went off, and we actually sat in there, and we found out as it was the master bedroom, and there was a young servant girl in there that the master quite liked, took a shining to.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah, and I think she was 14, 15.
Which again, back then was the messed up norm, wasn't it? Oh,
Yeah, yeah,
we got
yeah,
servant times
totally,
and shit like that,
totally.
which is why so much tragedy is like in that building, especially
I think
births, deaths, and all that.
the other time when we Jamie, the history was with us. He was down the cellar and he had a voice come over. What he didn't hear it at the time, but when he played it all back, we actually heard a voice,
Yeah.
and that you can find there as well.
It's like
That
on
is
this
on
video that we
YouTube.
put up from when we was there, and when the lads were like on the board, and we listened back to that EVP. I'll still swear. I mean, I'll say this is on the video. It's about 2 minutes into the EVP. It sounds like me. It sounds like me saying cinema, but hand on heart, it's not me. Why would I say that word? And everyone would have heard me anyway. But why the word cinema? Why would that come out?
Yeah, and it was like when we we were upstairs, the girls were, and I was actually talking. But when you record, well, press the recorder to play back, it wasn't my voice.
Mad.
It was somebody else's voice, but I was actually speaking like I am now. But like I said, it sounded totally different to what I sound.
That's what I say to people. If you want to get into paranormal, you've not got to have an EVP or nothing. Use your phone. Press record, ask some questions, listen to it back. You might hear something that you didn't hear at the time.
Mm,
That's all you need: your eyes, ears, and a recorder.
yeah, and silly little things like um, hearing the cat meow, picking the cat meowing, and the cat had died. Alan actually getting scratched, and you could see the scratches on his face while we were
So
scribing.
could have been the
Like,
cat.
he might have been, but when he was actually doing that, I was watching him, and I see his face completely changed, and it was an highwayman. He'd got his mask on, the hat, and everything.
So,
I could see.
so you say every time you've been there, you've had a different experience.
Yeah, different. I mean, some have been quieter, some have been really, really. Um, more, like, the atmosphere. It what we've gone and it's been cold, cold, really
Yeah.
cold. Like as soon as you walk in the place, you could sense it.
It's one of them buildings where it being so old, when it is cold, it's freezing in there.
Frost when it is, but
Yeah.
yeah, it was totally different. But yeah, I like the
But
place.
for
It's
anyone that's into
lovely.
paranormal, it's worth going. It's a big old place. You've got hours there. It's fairly cheap. It's Wolverhampton, so it is quite local for us, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah, I like it.
Um,
Like I said,
one question I asked Rick when I had Rick on here, because a few people were asking. So this page originally was the Black Country Power Nutters, and it was like
yeah.
Ricky's group almost, and you said yourself you came along with him and stuff like that. So Ricky's given me his view on it. Can you give me yours as to why it changed? Why did you become like the main top
Why
dog?
did
Let's say Amanda.
I was I was part of the Nutters. I was like it was a joint thing. Me and Ricky decided, like, I was gonna start the Paranutters.
Hmm.
Um, and then it was like, oh, Ricky was big because like Ricky's a wrestler as well, and the wrestling does take priority
He
because
does it
that's what he
every week,
enjoys.
doesn't he? Every
Yeah,
week, like
he's
one day.
yeah, he trains, and God knows what. And he took a step back. Um, people people come and went, and what's the name? And the name changed. I wanted, I wouldn't have chose Amanda's Paranormal Haven. Well, first of all, it started off as Amanda's Spiritual Paranormal Haven, a mouthful.
Yeah, it's too
And
long.
then, yeah, um, some of us went, and I thought, right, I'm going to shorten this, Amanda's Paranormal Haven. Right. And there you have it. That's the
There's,
story behind
so
it.
there ain't
Ricky
really
just,
like. There's not really no difference. It's just a name change, and obviously you
yeah,
like
it's
remain
just a
legally.
name change. I am, I am the the owner of it now. I
Yeah,
totally, like, say what's what, or I don't actually tell anybody what to do. I just, like, shall we or
but
could we?
that's the whole idea of a team, isn't it? You know what I mean?
Mm,
That everyone like put their two pence in, and if you all decide it's a
yeah.
good idea, do it. But overall, yeah, you pick really, I guess.
Well, no, if I can get there.
Someone's got to fix. So
Yeah, if I can get there, like, we're doing it.
yeah. So what do you like? All your family and friends think of it? Because there's people, especially like family, I find that you can have some people that's like, oh, he's safty, he's stupid. What's he believing all them ghosts for? Have you got any people like that think it's just stupid? And how do you react
Yeah,
to that? Because I bet a lot of teams have the same. There's people that don't
yeah.
understand it or
Um,
don't want to believe it. They've got something to say about it.
my husband is the biggest skeptic that ever walked this earth. He doesn't believe in it. He doesn't want to hear about it. He doesn't want to talk about it.
Is that because he's
So,
scared, though? Is that because he's
and
scared?
I think what it is with most people, they don't know
Hmm.
what it is, so they can't rationalize things. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's
Uh, a
like,
lot, a lot of people, especially like the older generation, if they can't explain it, they don't want to believe it.
yeah. But get this, my old girl loves it.
Yeah.
She's totally into it. She absolutely. If it were for not being able to walk very good, or God knows what, she'd be two steps behind me.
No way.
Like, 'cause she loves it just as much as I do.
I mean,
Nor
something
was
like
that
the
done.
bonded warehouse and that she could probably do because the seats everywhere and that you can sit down
Uh,
wherever you are.
it
Obviously, if
depends.
she
I
could
mean,
do.
well, don't forget. I mean, there's knocking on now. There's like near enough 80 odd.
So
So,
yeah,
so it's. But yeah, she loves it. But my husband, No, totally doesn't. Ricky believes it. Luke, my other son, no, he doesn't believe it.
Right. I mean, a lot
No,
of them, though, it's like offhand, before I was in Fright Nights, I don't think my dad even mentioned like paranormal or nothing like that. But yeah, when we started doing Fright Nights, him and loads of other people were watching every single live and glued to the screen. I mean, when you out next? When you out next? I'm like, I think you believe in any of this shit. But
I
clearly you
loved
do.
it.
If you're seeing things now, your eyes are opening a bit. You know, you're seeing what's around you and what's going on. Just before, I think people probably noticed things, and a lot of people saw it as, oh yeah, what did I say? A lot of people, oh, I think, I can't even get my words out. A lot of people put something down, like, oh, my keys are moved. I put my keys out, I know I did, and then a day later they find them somewhere else, and that could be paranormal. That could be things being moved around. But like
Yeah,
until someone believes that that's a possibility, it'll just be like, oh, I've lost my god keys, and well, someone you've moved them, you put them over there. There's a
it's
lot of
like what
dismissing it.
it's like the one night I came in here because it sounded like a ball was constantly going round on the floor.
Or
Now,
like a cat ball type of thing.
well, no, just a ball,
Yeah.
and I was actually here, and I could feel the floor sort of like, this, and I said to my husband, I says, it looks like a ball's going round on the floor. He said, don't be stupid, it ain't nothing, get back to bed. Well, it did,
So
and
that's
it was
what
like before when, it's all right, I can see my cat through the window, and I know he's trotting over. It's like before when we lost my old cat um, before I had Binks. I heard the door go, back door, this one here, and I heard a meow. And I said, and he actually heard it as well. I said, did you hear that? I got up, no cat's here. I couldn't see a cat.
so
Told you, I he'll come over in a minute, yeah, watch.
there's been a few times like growing up with like dogs that have passed away. I would notice weeks later you hear like the pattering of them walking and stuff like that. Is here.
Yeah, it's like Frank. I just had Frank. We'd lost our boy Dennis. He was an absolutely fantastic dog. Boxer, another boxer. And him and Roxy, I mean Roxy was just gone free. He was 10 weeks old and they was playing up murder. They was just disruptive, pulling everything out and God knows what. And then all of a sudden, out of the bedroom, trots Dennis, and I ain't joking, trots Dennis, splits him up, walks off in the kitchen. And I'm sort of like taking a double look, and I'm thinking, have I just said what I've just said? I got
Yeah.
up and he'd vanished. But he'd split these pair up because I was being naughty. And that's the only time I've seen Dennis. Also, um, we was ready to go to bed. I'd let the dogs out. And Steve shouts, man, come to bed, the dog's already on the bed. I said, no, Steve, the dog's am outside. It was Dennis that had got on the bed. I say to him, it's Dennis that's got on the bed. But yeah, he thought, as Frank had already got on the bed. No, it
He
was
could feel
Dennis
it
that got.
next to him.
Yeah, yeah,
Right. So obviously you've been
strange
on
thing.
a lot of investigations in the past. Most of them, admittedly, being the ASAP cries. Do you think anything's ever followed you home? Has anything come back? You ever
Um,
felt some sort of presence or?
I don't think anything from wherever I've been ever followed me back. But
Yeah,
I'd say family members have followed me to where I've been and obviously come back with me.
and that's
Like,
probably doing a lot more investigations and like you're opening yourself up a lot more as well. So they're probably already
Um,
there all the while anyway, but now you're noticing it, you're feeling it more.
yeah. I know when certain family members I'm about, it's a weird feeling I get, and it's but like obviously as Steve's been poorly last year,
Yeah.
and his mum was constantly round us all the while,
How can you
like,
tell
and
that?
I could, because I sensed her, I felt her.
Like, did she do anything that you made you think, oh, that's what his mom used to do, or
No, no, well, I was here. I was here to just watch over a boy. Like, I was just here to watch over Steve. Obviously, I don't hang around so much now because he got better. But I was just here to watch over him.
so for people that will say, oh, they see nothing, nothing happened, that's bullshit. How would you explain that feeling, that sensing, that
But
feeling, sensing which is there, if you
how
could?
how I feel it's like a coward inside that comes out, if that makes any sense. Instead of a coward, when you feel cowed, it's like on the outside.
Yeah.
Well, I feel it on the inside. I feel it on the inside.
What's that? What do they say? A black cat crosses your path. Is that good or bad luck?
That's good luck.
Oh, that's all right then. You have to do it again. Just cross my path.
Ah,
So, do you think spirits that are around you then, around people, do you think they always try to communicate to you? But unless you're into the paranormal and you're open to it, you're not
I
going
think
to be able to hear them, basically.
I think the signs. I've actually heard my mother-in-law call me as well. Like,
Mhm.
her has called me a couple of times. And the smell of perfume. It's like when my dad's around me, I can
Mhm.
smell his cigarettes. Like, it's like sometimes Steve will say, I can smell a certain perfume what his mum used to wear. And yeah, but I ain't got none of that. You know what perfume I've got?
Yeah,
I don't, like, I still,
I
perhaps
don't-
somebody's wearing it and wafting past. Like,
a lot of people
it's
say they
just,
smell the perfume or tobacco smoke and stuff like that. I've
yeah,
always found it's toast to me. I smell
I
toast,
said that.
and a lot of people, a lot of people do say that though. Like I remember when it was with Friday night, we was out. I can't remember what the woods were called. Some forest where like some people like drowned and stuff. It wasn't too far, Wolverhampton way, and I could smell burning toast, and Tracy could as well.
Yeah,
Just for about 5 minutes, and there was no houses nearby, or no kitchen or nothing like that. And then I looked into it, and apparently people do say they smell toast when the spirits and
yeah.
past ones are
Well,
around.
saying that, we were in the car last week, doing shopping, and Steve said, I could smell toast. I said, you smell toast, you smell a ghost.
It's good. I might use that slogan actually. Get that on a t-shirt, brand it.
Yeah, that's
Now,
it.
would you say
Have a
yeah?
ghost.
That's it. Smell toast, smell a ghost. Would you
Yeah,
say like your beliefs have changed since doing investigations more so? So like you've always believed in the paranormal since being about 13 or a baby, but since coming on that first investigation with Rick, would you say you've got more into it? You feel like more open to ideas and stuff?
yeah. If I could get out 24/7, I'd be out there 24/7. Like,
Hmm.
I'd be out every second of the day.
So the years again, keep going back to Fright Night, but we were out 3, 4 times a week, and
Loved
it's
it.
hard work, especially when you're working, because the closest place we did was probably Wolvo, and that's half hour each way for me, another 40 minutes for them, whatever. Most places like Liverpool, Manchester, you're talking hours drive. And
Yeah.
we'd advertise
Yeah.
going to these asylums and old hospitals, and even then it was a gamble. Am I going to get in? So unless you've got someone like really committed with no other life that can drive you, then you am a bit stuffed as a team, really, unless you can drive yourself.
We went to Newsham Park, Liverpool.
I do want to
Um,
go.
if we went, I mean, we went Halloween as well, um, and the only thing is, like, obviously there's 4 or 5 groups, and you call it the other groups because you're off over where
It's
because
massive, ain't it?
it's huge, it's absolutely huge.
Yeah.
But what they did with us, things that start getting doing, and then they move us on to another location, and it's like
That's why I don't like groups.
we want to stop here. We want to. I mean, in the hospital part, there was a gurney, and it was bloody moving, like
So,
and they said, right, we'll move on. I want to play with this gurney a bit more, like
yeah.
see where it goes. It was just,
That's the
I don't
frustrating
know.
thing, like, because places cost like hundreds and thousands even. The only way people can afford to do it is if you go with a group, and I don't like
Yeah,
that. I don't like
I
being
mean,
around too many people.
that one was an expensive one, a really expensive one.
'Cause don't matter
Which
where
we,
you go, I always say more than 5 people, then it becomes hectic. You always hear background talking. You got that one that's always laughing, that one that's always joking around, that one that's skeptic, that one that don't believe, that one that thinks just come to take the piss, that one that's coming like the partner. Do you know what I mean? There's always a different type of person that
yeah,
can ruin it for the people that really want to get involved in it.
yeah. It's like
Um,
sometimes that does wind me up sometimes, like, and you're thinking, shut up,
you
like,
broke up a
I
little bit
wanna.
then. Who wants you up?
I said, sometimes it winds you up
All right.
when you get folks like taking the pee and they won't shut up and you're trying to concentrate on stuff, like
Yeah.
that can wind you up.
Well, I was going to ask, what's your favourite type of location to investigate? Now,
Oh
you
God,
mentioned churches and that a lot, don't you?
I love churches, graves. I just love looking at old graves,
Yeah.
um, things like that. Like,
Why do you feel drawn there more than anything else? Or
yeah, I just feel at home. Yeah, I feel comfortable. Believe it or not, I actually feel comfortable walking around a church.
so I like the history and stuff behind them. I mean, the last time I did one was St Mark's with Rick, and we was hearing them bells then. We were hearing
Well,
bells following us
when
around. It was only me
when
and
we
him, I
was
think.
when we was kids, we used to hang about St Mark's. I'd be what 14, 15, gang of us, and there
Yeah.
was a couple of things that happened to us when we was kids. We sat by the door, the one tea time-ish viewing night, and we heard a massive bang on the door. The door was locked, obviously.
Yeah.
So we looked underneath the door, and you could see 2 feet under the door, like. And
Well, the
then we
priest was
walked
it.
to the. It might have been, you never know. Might have been Jarvis, the
That
old vicar.
there's a lot of history there, and didn't the one that I always hear about is during construction, didn't someone fall off the roof or something?
Right,
Tell us a bit about St Mark's. Obviously, you know the history.
right. Okay, what I can. Right. The steeplejack, was it? Whatever you want to call it. He did fall off the roof, but I don't think he's actually buried in St Mark's.
Okay.
Now, Jeremiah, he's there because he was the first person to be buried in St Mark's. They all get it wrong. They all think he fell off the church.
I
No,
heard the guy that fell off was like an immigrant worker. That's why he didn't get buried there.
I
That's the
don't know,
story that I
but
heard behind it.
I don't
I
think
think
he
he
was
could
buried there.
couldn't be buried on either holy ground, or he had to go back to wherever he's from.
All
From
right.
what the stories I've heard, like you say, there's that many different ones. I go back to it.
And Jeremiah was just the first person to be buried there.
Who was he? What's his story? Have you ever looked into it?
Uh, oh God. Oh, if I got Jamie here, he'd tell you. Um, just now he's the first person to be buried there, and I forget the history behind it. and there was an open grave you could actually walk into and right down into it.
Yeah.
Um,
Was that? I'm guessing that's just sealed up now.
that's sealed up now. It's,
Because
I,
a lot
I
of
think,
graves. Well, I think there's. Is it that church where there's graves with the bars over? Is that the right one?
there is some them and witch graves.
See, it's stories beyond that as well. See, like,
Um,
the stories I
there's all,
know from my looking into stuff is they were put on there. The witch thing was just a conspiracy thing, like what people say, but it's mainly back in the old days to prevent grave robbers
well, yeah, it's either to prevent the grave robbers from getting in to take whatever personal belongings,
or stop something from
or
getting out.
stop the witch from getting out. Like either.
I mean,
Like,
you'd think if that was the case, Pendle Hill especially would be covered in them.
oh, that would be one of my favourites to go
That would be
pendulum.
good to go.
Yeah, because like most haunted, they actually went there, didn't they?
Yeah, I know. I've seen a few videos of people going there. The villagers don't like you going there, especially going around the church. They kick off if you're like in the church grounds.
Well, who can blame them? Because they've had that many
Yeah.
folks going. This is what I mean. I mean, folks going, and some do disrespect.
hmm
Like,
That's why I like and I like the history behind them. And that's what I said the other day. I'll go again, but it'd be late when people are in bed. 'Cause I wouldn't like the idea of people being around, my family's graves. Like, even though you're causing no harm, some people would. They say not a nice feeling to know people are around, is it?
I wouldn't like show the names because, like I said, there's a bit of respect there, like
Oh.
for people. But if it was my family, I'd show my family's grave. Yeah, this is mine. Like,
Well,
I mean,
especially
we was
places that are
looking
well
for
known, though.
yeah, we was looking for my grandparents' grave. I knew it was about, and Alan actually found it
Uh,
when we was up there. And it actually, I never knew what my granddad's middle name was, and it come up with his middle name,
what was
like
it?
Henry. I never knew because I never met my granddad. My granddad died before I was born.
Oh.
Like and then like he just, like I said, I like the XCOM. It comes out with different kinds of words, but like when you round, like when we was round the churchyard, it come up with Emery, and then it come up with the candles,
Yeah.
candles, and then we see them two candles burning outside the church, and like it was some kind of offering or whatever, like
Mm.
somebody practicing.
So anything like that, I don't mind, but I like to have two things on at once because 99% of the time, again, it's bullshit. But when something comes out which links up, that's good. So there's thousands and thousands of words that can come out of these devices. Now, I remember years ago we had like I think it's Paratech on and the Alice box, and thousands of words could have come out. And at the same time, in this abandoned building, we felt like we was talking to a woman through spirit box and all that, and the same name came out on each one at the same time. Now, to me, that's communication.
It
Because
was like I was
all things
doing
that could have come.
live at the odd occasion when I did a live. I got the XCOM with me, and it came up with a lady's name, and Joe was on in the chat. Came up with the lady's name, and there was somebody. Well, obviously, a couple of people in the chat with me, and it come up with fire. And somebody and Joe said, "Oh, it's a woman that's been burnt in the fire." Like, and then somebody in the chat, it was her friend, and that was her name, and had died in a fire, a house fire.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, across, you could see this black smoke go across the street, and that did it twice, and everybody else in the chat said it as well.
Mad.
Like, and I don't smoke, I don't smoke, and God knows what. And like I was here on my own, so
So
it
me
was
and Trace
fine.
did that live Ouija board the one day. I don't know if I don't think it was just on supporters. It's in the main page. I don't want to say the names, but one of the subscribers. I don't know if you watched it or not. Subscriber was always on every live. Wouldn't miss it at
Yeah.
all. Just happened not to be on that one day whilst we was doing the board, and the board saying some random crap. Then it spelled out her name, and then the next few words was like stairs, four, blood, help, blah blah blah, and it all linked up like one after another. I'd like, okay, said her name, stairs, fell, whatever. We did it an hour. She still wore on, and I think we rang her, and she actually had a fall down the stairs. She was actually in hospital.
You
That was mental.
joking?
That was probably the best experience I've had, like board wise. Just
Yeah.
because it was like telling us. I mean, we left it an hour because you don't think nothing of it, do you? But it could have
No.
been telling us help her, like help her. This person's name. She's at the bottom of the stairs. No, that. Yeah, that was a weird one. You
Wow.
ever had anything like that yourself?
Um. Oh, little things like I picked up certain things off people when they've said something and I've said something back. Well, how do you know?
Yeah,
Who's told you? And it's like, nobody's told me. Well, how do you know? I've just picked it up,
yeah. The
like,
senses.
and like,
I find it. I'm like that with places. So I never,
oh,
especially like home investigations. I know when I leave, answer with 20 odd room, but as soon as I walk into one room where something's happened, I just feel sick to the bone. Like I've got to get out. And it was always like that at people's home investigations. It could just be a bathroom. There's like nothing might have happened there. No one knows the history behind it. But there's always that one room in one place where I walk in and feel terrible.
I've got to
Yeah.
tell you, you buffered a bit and went weird. Put
You
your
was
back.
as well. You stopped for me. That's why I was looking at you, see if you were talking or not. Wolf for long
Yeah.
though, I don't think.
No, no, I think we're okay now.
Yeah. I was just saying
We're
about walk around different buildings. There's always one room where I can walk into and I feel sick. Like I've got to get out, no matter
yeah,
where I go, especially at home investigations.
yeah. We, but I did. I think we did one Elm investigation. Oh my God. I went up to the bedroom and I only put a foot over the bedroom into the bedroom, and whatever was in it came at me full force and knocked me on my pegs.
Yeah.
Honest to God, I was on like on my knees and I could hardly breathe. So
Real story.
we was obviously went downstairs. The medium we got at the time, he cleared the house, right? And he said, "Am I gonna, am I gonna go back upstairs into the bedroom?" He says, "You'll be able to walk in it now." I walked straight into it, no problem at all, and it was all felt all light and was it, but like wow, whatever it was very nice.
I've heard that some similar story recently. Who else told me that? I think it was Keith from the Asher Walton House in America. I did a podcast with him months ago. I've been to that. It's a massive old, like beautiful place, the Asher Walton House. Really, it's like something you see on a horror film. Like the big porches and stairs left, right, and centre, big old rooms and all that. And he was saying he went in there, he was in one of the top bedrooms, and he saw like a figure. So he said like an old Civil War person uniform, and he must have said something like, "Oh, hello, mate, look, what are you doing here?" And he said he felt it just run at him. Said nothing knocked him over, so he obviously wasn't a person, but he felt it like physically go through him, like knocked him back middle of his chest.
Mm.
And he said that's probably the creepiest thing that's happened to him there.
It was an horrible feeling,
It's
honest
like
to
you were
God, not being
disturbing. It's like you're
Not,
disturbing something in it and then getting out.
yeah, it was like not being able to breathe and catch your breath. Christ Almighty. And another one, we went to Antworth Mansion. That's a fantastic place as well.
I've never
I
been there.
liked it. We were down in the cellar, and obviously Ricky and Gemma was there, but Gemma got a little bit scared.
Yeah.
So I said, "Come on." We went out. We were sitting on the stairs. Then we moved into like the top because we was in the cellar, like I said. So we come out and we were sitting by the piano, and we were just talking. And this bloke appeared from nowhere, and it was like we day no doors open, no footsteps or anything. I was talking to this bloke, like you know, they
Was he
think
talking back
nothing
to
of
you?
it. Yeah, we were talking. We were like having a chat, and then Russ, he walked past us. He seen them as well, and then he disappeared. Don't know where he went to.
What's he saying?
Um, just normal things. Hello, you all right? And like have you finished? And like and I was just talking to him, and like I said, went. Never heard no doors. Footsteps. Caught debunk it.
Yeah.
Caught. We couldn't. We
No,
still caught to this day. Like we got. Was it a spirit? If it was a spirit, my God, yes. Wow.
right. Now, I know you don't like planes, boats, and stuff like that, but if there's anywhere in the world you could investigate, where would it be?
Oh God. I'd like to go to. Oh God. It'd have to be the Conjuring House. I'd love to go
Right.
there.
That's
The
supposed to be
ambulance.
crap as well, you know.
Yeah, I know.
From
What's
people I
them
spoke
trying
to,
to
that it's supposed to be like R30 East Drive, where we love the idea of it, but it's supposed to be a lot set up and that sort of stuff now.
um I'd like to oh God, there's several places and you think I can think of them. No.
I'd say Waverley Hills would be one for me. I'd like to go to Waverley Hills Sanatorium.
I'd like to go to oh God.
I'd say Alcatraz as well.
Oh yeah,
Well,
Alcatraz.
my brother's been a
Um
few times there.
the one in Scotland, Greyfriars churchyard, I'd like to go to
Right.
that. Um
Edinburgh Vaults, I'd like to have a look at as well.
um Oh God, I'd like, well,
Tower of London would be a good one with everything that's
Oh
happened
God,
there.
yes, yeah. Now you're talking Tower of London. I'd love to get up
That would be
there.
a good one.
Yeah, like that. Let us
Uh,
get up there.
uh,
Yeah,
Even Buckingham Palace, you think of all the things that history lasts in.
yeah,
They say they're like, was it the Queen or something? That's like something walking past her and used to come and sit on a bed and all that. There's been a lot has
yeah,
happened there.
yeah, yeah. Love just an hour around there. A big, well, be all right.
So,
But yeah,
so we'll wrap up in about 10 minutes. But
yeah.
next one I want to ask you: uh, mm, what's more frightening, ghosts or people?
People.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I always said like you got more to worry about the living than the dead.
Me mum said it. Me nan said it. No need to be frightened of the dead. Be frightened of people, the living.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. It's only horror movies that make like
hmm
spirits nasty.
When people are scared of using the board and all that stuff, like again, it's from stories. People are listening to stories.
Yeah,
Unless you've physically had something happen to you, fair enough if you have, I understand then. But people that haven't, it's just a lot of bad press. I've never
yeah,
seen nothing yet. I've used them hundreds of thousands of times. So I've had
Yeah,
validation come through that something's been there, but I've never had nothing happen afterwards, beforehand,
it,
during.
it's the same with, like, you can get the same thing out of a pendulum board,
Yeah.
even flashy balls, flashy cat ball, same thing. Like, it's a form of communication.
And if you could ask a spirit, like any spirit, so you ain't got a choice of what spirit it is, so you can't pick family members, nothing like that.
Right,
There's a
okay.
random spirit. If you could ask this spirit from beyond the grave one question, what would it be?
Does life exist after you die?
If they answered you back, I'd say that'd be a yes.
Oh God,
I don't know what I'd ask.
um,
I probably want to know: are you happy or sad?
I think,
'Cause if they
I
say
think,
sad, then I'd be like, I'm gonna make the most of the rest of my life. Then,
I think it's like us. If you're a miserable old sod when you died, you're going to be a miserable old
yeah,
sod wherever you are.
yeah,
Like, I think the same. Like, if you're nasty here on this plane, you're going to be nasty on the other plane.
no, I agree. A lot of people
So,
say the opposite. They say like, oh, yeah, these murders and all that, the bad things they do now, it's all forgiven after that. I don't believe it would be.
no, I reckon what I think is like, we all progress, we get higher and higher. Like,
Yeah,
some start off down the bottom. I'd say the murderers and the no good start right at the bottom, lower than low, and have to work the way up.
for the rest of eternity.
Yeah, that's it.
No,
You will stop in hell if
yeah.
hell exists.
Well, I think we'll wrap up there, and I'll need to get the fan on and have a drink. Kind of
Yeah,
boiling.
yeah.
Thanks for coming on. Again, people that want to search out your page, they just Facebook search Amanda's
Facebook,
Paranormal
and
Haven.
just type it in as it is at the
Yeah,
bottom.
you
Amanda's
can join
Paranormal Island.
there is a page. You can join the page, but no one really uses it. So if you click the group, there's a group. Just click join, and Amanda will start accepting. I mean, it's Bank Holiday Monday now. This will either be posted next Sunday or the Sunday after. Depends what I've got
Mhm.
stocked up. But is there anything you want to say before we head off? Have I missed anything? Or
Just thanks for letting me come on with you. It's been a pleasure, and
thanks for
I look
jumping on.
forward to
It was
to
just
the next invest.
so it's just so people can put a face to it, Amanda. Really, we've spoke about before. And we've had Ricky on, we've had Alan on. It'd be nice to get everyone on together at
Yeah,
some
we'll have
point.
to see if I can get all the group on.
Yeah, and we'll sort something out. But thanks again, and I'll catch you soon, Amanda.
See you soon, Robbie.